Hello, and welcome back to the original Larry D's Food for Thought. Today we will be, as usual, reading out of that old King James Bible. We will be reading out of the Old Testament and out of the New Testament, to the law and to the testimony. Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Okay. Also be going over a few scriptures today concerning the title. The Lord said, don't go up and down as a talebearer. Okay. The Lord said, don't go up and down as a talebearer. I'm going to share these scriptures with you right quick here. You can jot them down if you like. But yeah, Lord had it written, man. He said, hey, he said, so you should not go up and down as a talebearer, man. Because let me tell you something, man. You do that, you won't do anything but cause discord and trouble between chief friends. Okay. And even myself, I need to take heed to myself even on that, because a lot of us, we just simply can't hold water. Somebody tell us something, we want to run and tell somebody. A lot of times, I tell you, you say it to somebody, you say, well, I ain't gonna say nothing. But you go and tell somebody, and he gonna tell somebody else, or she gonna tell somebody else, and guess what? It's gonna end up coming right back to that person, and then they gonna be looking at you sideways, okay? And it don't cause nothing but discord, among the brothers and sisters. But the Lord said, hey, don't be a talebearer, man. We have to work on that thing. Even me as well. Okay. But let's take a I'm gonna stop sharing these. We're gonna take a look at these scriptures, man, see if we can get a little bit of understanding on it, and hopefully it'll help somebody. Okay. And hopefully it'll help me too. Okay, because a lot of times, man, it's just hard to control that tongue. Okay. But sometimes we think we're doing good, but hey, a lot of times it's not. Okay, because you throw something out there, guess what? It's gonna turn around and come right back and smack you in the face. Okay. But anyway, we're gonna start this in let's see. We're gonna start this in Leviticus. Leviticus the 19th chapter. And I'm gonna start reading at verse 16. And it reads, look, thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people, neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord. The Lord said, he said, I am the Lord. Okay, look, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Don't hate on your brothers in your mind. All right. Thou thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. All right. Verse 18, thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. So I'll tell you, man, he said, look, don't even hold a grudge against your neighbor, man. Some people walk around, man, holding grudges and carrying it on their shoulder for I don't know how long, But I have to learn how to go to your brother, your sister, and say, look, if you ever fought, look, go to him and talk to him. Straighten that thing out, man. Because look, it'll tear you up. Sometimes you lose sleep over it. Okay. But let's go a little further here. I want to go to Exodus right quick. Right here, this is Exodus 20, what the commandments is, even the royal law, but I want to read just one, verse 16. This is Exodus 20 and verse 16. And it reads, look, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Okay? Don't lie on your neighbor. All right? Somebody tell you something about somebody, or if they tell you something, you know, oh, look. Such and such did this, or they did that. I heard them say this, I heard them say that. Look, if you run and tell somebody, how do you know they said that? How you know you ain't lying on them, bearing false witness against them? How you know? Okay, even if it is true, you still shouldn't say that. Plain and simple. All right. But let's go further. I just want to show you that. Well, let's go here to the new book right quick. It's something right quick here in Matthew's. I want to show you. This is Matthew's 18. Matthew's the 18th chapter. And I'll be reading one verse over here. 18 and verse 15. And it reads, look, and this is in red. This is Jesus speaking himself right here. Look, moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. Okay, if he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. Okay, look, you got a fault against somebody, somebody did something against you. Look, go to him. Don't run around telling somebody, man, tale bearing and stuff. Look, go to him, talk to him yourself. You and him iron that thing out together. And I tell you what, it'll take a big load off your shoulder. Okay? Are you walking around there worried about that thing, and so look, let me go see, man, if this thing is true. Hey man, did you say such and such to me about me? Yes, I did. And I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay, and if he hear you like that, so hey, you have gained that brother back. Okay, oh sister. All right. But let's go further. Let's go to Psalms right quick. Going to Psalms 15. Psalms 15. And I want to start reading at verse, let's see, I got this right. Yeah, Psalms 15. Excuse me. And I'm start reading in verse 1. And it reads, Look, Lord, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill? He that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness and speaketh the truth in his heart. See that? Don't lie about whatever you're talking about. Don't lie to your neighbor. All right. Speak truthfully, continuously. All right. Because I'm going to tell you something. You tell one lie, guess what? You have to tell another one just to defend that first one. Plain and simple. And you know it's true. Yep. I've seen it happen so many times. But look at this. Let's go right over here to Proverbs right quick. Going to Proverbs 11th chapter. And I've got quite a few proverbs I want to throw at you right here because Proverbs, man, brother King Solomon wrote these proverbs, man, and guess what? He was the wisest man ever was. So these proverbs, man, they are important, very. Let's look at this. This is Proverbs 11. I'm gonna read one verse right here, verse 13. Look, and it reads, "A talebearer revealeth secrets." Hmm. But he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter. Okay. So talebearer, man, all he's doing, he just revealing a secret. Somebody tell you, hey man, don't tell nobody. It's between me and you. Okay. Bam, there you go, telling somebody. Man, that was a secret between me and you. Why you do this? Okay. But don't tell bear. Keep things to yourself. Lord had written, look, don't utter everything that come to your mind. Okay? You got people that just get that mouth and go to flattering. Just to talk. You ever walked up on a crowd of people, see some guys just sitting there talking. You always gonna have one somebody sitting there just running that mouth like a motor. And everybody else just standing back looking at him. Mm. No telling what's going through their mind, But anyway, let's go further here. Excuse me. What's going on with these sinuses? But let's go to Proverbs 29 right quick. I want to show you this. This is Proverbs 29. Proverbs 29. And I'm going to start reading at verse 11. And it reads, Look, a fool uttereth all his mind. You see that? But a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards. All right. But a fool, man, he gonna sit there and he gonna talk about everything that come to his mind, man, be it evil or good. But that's a fool for you. Look, but that is not wise. Okay. Let me see, verse 20. Seest thou a man that is hasty in his words? There is more hope of a fool than of him. You see that? Man. So take a guy, man, that's very hasty, always running that mouth. Look, a fool, a fool, man. That's hope for him. Even more so than a guy that's hasty with his words, man. Okay. You think about that, man. How uncommon that is. That is not Oh, being wise, okay, being hasty with that mouth. All right. But let's go further here. Let's go to Proverbs 18. Proverbs 18. And I'm going to start reading at verse 8. And it reads, look, the words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. Man, a talebearer, man. Oh, the words of him, they like wounds, man, like an open sword. A man just keep bothering you. Oh, it's hurting. It hurts. God, you done told somebody something and he don't went around and said something else to somebody else, excuse me, about you, or just simply said something about you. Not saying something that he told you, but and it get back to you. Man, it hurts. It really hurts. And now you got to go to this brother or sister and say, look, man, look, this is what's going on. And you got to explain that thing to him to see if you can gain that brother or that sister back. Okay. But don't talebear, man. It's like a hurting wound. All right. But let's take a look at this. Let's go to let's see. Wait a minute. I got one more verse here. Excuse me, oh yeah, 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Whoa. Hmm. And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. This tongue of ours, it is a powerful member. James told you that, boy. He said it can't be tamed. All kinds of animals and everything can be tamed, but this mouth is hard. That old tongue of ours, hard to tame that thing, but we have to learn to control it. Okay? You say, don't order everything that come to your mind, man. Keep stuff to yourself. You'd be a whole lot better off. A lot of time you say, well, you know what? Maybe I ought to go say something to him. No. Is it going to make a difference? Most of the time, it won't even make a difference. So why say it? Okay. But let's go further here. Let's go to Proverbs 20. Proverbs 20. And let's see here. I want to read one verse right here, verse 19. And it reads, look, he that goeth about as a talebearer revealeth secrets. There, say it again, right? Therefore meddle not with him that flattereth with his lips. You know this cat is always running that mouth, always telling somebody something about somebody, whatnot. You know he's meddling. Leave him alone. Let him go on. You go on about your business. Let him do what he do. Okay. Hopefully one day he'll understand and get some knowledge. Okay. But I wanted to show you that. And let's see where we at here. Proverbs 21. Proverbs 21 and verse 23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from trouble. See that? Hold them thoughts in your mind. Don't utter everything that comes in that mind, okay? But he that can control that mouth and that tongue, look, you're gonna keep yourself out of trouble. All right. Now, because you say something, man, and then now you wonder, oh man, is this gonna come back to me? Yes, you better believe it, it will. It will come back to you. It's gonna bite you in the butt. It'll smack you upside the head. Guaranteed. All right. I'm gonna show you that right quick. Let's see. Let's go to Proverbs 26. Take a quick look at that, man. I'm gonna tell you, man, this stuff, and put something out there, can't take it back. It's out there now, but it's gonna get you. All right, it's gonna come back and bite you. Proverbs 26 and verse 20. Look, where no wood is, there the fire goeth out. You don't put no fuel on that fire, it is gonna go out. Okay. Some people stand there, man, and they go to talking and flattering that mouth. And if you encourage them, oh yeah, yeah, man, yeah, you put more fuel to that fire, and that's gonna keep them going stronger. Okay. But if you take it away, that fire go out. Okay. But look, so where there is no talebearer, the strife ceases. See that? So ain't no talebearer. Ain't gonna be no strife. All right. But let's go. Let's see. Verse 27. Look, here we go. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. See that? You go running your mouth about somebody doing something, it's going to get back to them. And guess what? It's going to come right back and smack you in the face. You shouldn't have said nothing. You should have removed that fuel from the fire. All right. Uh, but yeah, if you throw something out there, it's going to come back there and bite you. So it's best to bridle that tongue. Okay, let's go. Matter of fact, let's go look at that tongue right quick. Let's go to James. Let's go to James right quick here. Going to James, the 3rd chapter, and I'm gonna start reading at verse 7. And it reads, look, this is for this last verse here. Look, for every kind of beast, and of birds, and of serpents, and of things in the sea is tamed. Okay, and has been tamed of mankind. Verse 8, but the tongue can no man tame. It is an unruly evil full of deadly poison. Just like an old poisonous snake, man. I'm going to tell you, that tongue is powerful. If you don't learn to control it, look, you can hurt somebody to the heart, man, kill their spirit, okay? But you can use that tongue to edify somebody, okay? Because it can kill, it can make alive, all right? And give life. So, tell you, as the Lord had it written, thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among the people. Okay? Because it will do nothing but stir up strife. Okay? And it's going to come back and bite you. Okay? So I hope you understood this. I hope it helped you, Because I think on these scriptures all the time, man. I always have to be on your P's and Q's, and that's what I do. I try to do it anyway, be on my P's and Q's. All right. So now, with that food for thought, think on these scriptures and words throughout the course of the day. And until next time, peace.